Hello everyone. So this is a bit different video than I usually do, but right here you see we're on the Minecraft.net website, and a little known feature is if you scroll down all the way to the bottom, you get like the latest news where they tell you like a bunch of information. There's like news, there's like some deep dives, they tell you like how they got stuff, and there's some guides. And now, why am I talking about this? Why is this important? Well, the answer is that the guides they released a few of these recently, and they just are I'm just going to show you, okay? So I'm going to talk about two of them today. There's child chamber prepping, which is basically all the stuff you're like supposed to eat. And then there's child chamber weapons and armor. And honestly, these are just some of the absolute most awful articles I've ever seen. And I'm someone that doesn't like to criticize, but these are just so bad. I'm honestly surprised that Phoenix SC hasn't picked up on it. So you know what? I am, all right? So let's go through these in turn. So first of all, trial chamber prepping, blah, blah, blah stuff, okay? But the point is that the first item he recommends is a potion of healing. Now, a potion of healing implies that you went to the nether. And also, like, which arguably is, like, just as hard, or maybe not just as hard because, there's fewer mobs, but they are harder mobs. So arguably, it's on the same level as a trial chamber, I would say. But the point is that not only are you saying, hey, go to this like dangerous structure to prepare for this structure, but you're also saying, oh, get a potion of healing. Why? Okay, it doesn't even say like make a splash potion like you're supposed to. No, just a potion of healing, will totally help you more than, eating food, or I don't know, a potion of regeneration would probably be better. No, potion of healing. It's one of the most useless items of the game. If you're going to use potions of healing, at least make them splash. And if you're getting potions at all, they should be potions of regeneration. That would help far more. Or actually, since Minecraft likes to, say, oh, use all our useless items, even though like half of them aren't useful, let's like you could say, oh, potion of slow falling, so you don't like fall down, or potion of speed would be better than potion of healing. Okay, potion of healing is just terrible. And the next one they say is a milk bucket. A non-stackable milk bucket in a trial chamber where you're getting like swarmed by like 50 like new items when you progress. Like, come on, no one has inventory space for this. What are you gonna do? Lug a cow down the entire place so you can use one milk bucket and then go to it back and forth? No one's doing that. Why? And not to mention, you have to, mine the iron. You might as well just use it to create an iron golem, or I don't know, armor or something, okay? Not a milk bucket. If you really, really, really don't like poison arrows, which is why they mentioned this, use honey bottles. They're stackable up to 16, and they don't cost like 50 billion like iron that you could use to, craft iron golems, armor, etc., etc. Why are you using a milk bucket to get rid of like 5 seconds of poison? Okay, I'm pretty sure it does like 2.5 hearts of poison damage. By the time you like get out of line of sight of the bogged and have time to drink the milk bucket, like you would already like be saving like 1 heart. That's nothing, okay? And odds are most people that are watching this, Minecraft guide are probably new players that, don't have the technical know-how to get out of the way before they, drink the milk bucket, which means they're probably just going to get shot anyway. Do not use milk buckets in the trial chamber. It's just a terrible idea. If you really want to get rid of poison that bad, use honey bottles. Next one, golden apple. Finally, an actually good suggestion. A golden apple is one of these items you usually feast by edgy hardcore players on PvP games on Twitch. I mean, that's kind of fair, but the only thing I would say about this is that he says the absorption and regeneration status effects are the reason you ate this. No, that's only true on Bedrock Edition. On Java Edition, it's the saturation. In fact, he literally says it grants you some saturation. Excuse me, sir. This is not some saturation. It is like one of the highest saturation foods in the game. And that's actually its primary purpose, is because you can eat it when like your hunger bar isn't full. So like in Minecraft, you have your like saturation bar, which you can't see. And then you have your hunger bar, which only like starts going down after your saturation bar is here. The thing is, you don't really heal when your hunger bar is going down, because you only heal if it's like you lost less than 1.5 hunger shanks, which isn't really going to happen much. The majority of your healing is saturation, so you want to get your saturation up, but you can't always do that since it's not always down enough for you to eat another food item. So golden apples are a great method of doing that. Of course, that's usually only true in Java Edition and Bedrock Edition. It doesn't really matter. But, the absorption and regeneration work in that case. But you didn't even mention that, so, I'll still give you props for, like, actually talking about it. But also, golden carrots, which, by the way, you don't mention, are also a very good healing item. And, yeah, he does not mention it. Anyway, meat. So this is also a good suggestion, but he doesn't say to cook it. I think that would be kind of an important thing to mention. Okay, again, this is a guide. You're supposed to like instruct new players. Hey, this is the stuff you should be bringing. You don't even like say cook meat. And look, this guy is holding a thing of raw beef. Raw beef. Why are you bringing raw beef to the trial chamber? Okay, like yes, I get it's for the wolves, but come on, no one's bringing their wolves to the trial chamber. They're just gonna all die from poison damage. Okay, the armadillo armor doesn't protect from that, and honestly, like they're just gonna die from like fire and stuff. I don't know. But, you know, fine, bring your wolves, but don't bring raw meat. Please cook it. Next thing, and this is honestly one of the biggest things that got me to do this in the first place, cake. If you're bringing cake to any kind of thing that involves eating, and you're not doing it for, like, a celebration, just uninstall the game, okay? Like, this is just absolutely the worst possible food source I can conceive of, okay? The problem is that, like, suppose you place a cake down. Okay, you have to eat it. All right, well, that requires aim, which is something that, you know, a new player reading this guide is not going to have, which means it's literally, you, like, think about it, hold down right click versus have to aim while dodging skeletons. And if you aren't dodging skeletons or other mobs, then why do you have to eat fast? That's the only use of cake. All your food items give you more saturation, they give you more hunger shanks than cake. And they take just a little bit more time to eat. Cake is instant, which is like somewhat of a practical purpose, but it's just terrible. And not to mention it costs, you know, milk, sugar, eggs, wheat. Friends, okay, maybe not that last one, but you get my point. Like this, you could have cows, or heck, wheat and cows. Just make a cow farm and get cooked meat. That's literally 10 billion times better than cake. Never use this. And then, oh yeah, we can brave the chamber. Okay, well, he wants more, he gives us more prepping tips, so let's see what that is. All right, weapons and armor. So now that we have our inventory full of cakes and milk buckets, we're finally ready to, you know, tackle the trial chamber. But first we have to understand what all the stuff is. Okay, so obviously you have a diamond sword, some iron armor that is already trimmed from the trial chamber, and a shield. Okay, like I get this is artistic representation, but let's see what he says. All right, blah, 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 useless stuff. Okay, so leather armor. And, yeah, already you're just like, why? Okay, the simplest and weakest option is leather. Why are you talking about leather, okay? Someone that's new in a guide is not going to be able to survive with leather armor. Oh, what's next? Gold armor. No one's using gold armor ever, okay? The only reason you use gold armor is for, like, a challenge or, like, if you got it from a mob, okay, fine, you could use leather or gold, but why are you even bothering talking about this? Just use iron or chainmail if you found it. Why? Do not, like, again, people reading these guides, why are you making them? If they already know that, you know, they shouldn't be using this stuff, or rather, if they are already, you know, good enough to survive in this, they don't need a guide. Okay, they already know enough about Minecraft. So I'm assuming you're writing this guide to teach everyone that's new to Minecraft how to, you know, what gear to have, which means they're probably not too good at the game. So you don't recommend leather and gold armor. They're terrible. Okay, so then there's iron armor, and okay, fair enough. And then there's diamond. You're just listing, sir, you Duncan Green, I'm pretty sure the other guy, what's his name, landed. But Duncan Green, you are literally just listing every single option besides chainmail because that's hard to get. And honestly, I would argue chainmail is probably easier to get than leather or gold just because you can find it in shipwrecks. Not the shipwrecks, the buried treasure. Okay? Like, honestly, I would go in the trial chamber with chainmail probably faster than I could with full leather or full gold. It's just... and of course, you don't talk about netherite because you go to the nether, but it's like you're just listing out every single armor set. Okay, no. Either say iron or say diamond. Why are you talking about the rest of this? Okay, fine. What about the rest of this stuff? Swords. Okay, good. You have wood, gold, iron, why are you listing out every single thing? And also, 4 overworld flavors. Wait, I didn't even see this until now. You have 4 overworld flavors. Wood, gold, iron, and diamond. Did we just forget stone? Stone exists too. If we're gonna list everything, just at least list them all. It's not even 4 flavors. That's 5. You forgot stone. This is an official Minecraft guide on Minecraft.net. Why? Okay, and not to mention, again, you're just listing out every single thing, and you couldn't even do that. How? Okay. What else? A good option for melee fighting is an axe. Are you mentioning that that's only for Java Edition? Are you encouraging all the Bedrock players that make up the majority of the player base to use an axe to fight instead of a sword? It's not going to work too well. Come on. I mean, granted, axes scrape off oxidation. Okay, fair enough. But why are you saying that's a good option for melee fighting if you're not specifying Java Edition? It's terrible. For ranks of increased state, they do more damage. They only do more damage in Java Edition. What are you saying? Okay, fine. Let's just move on. Worth bringing around ranged weapon for attacking hard-to-reach enemies. Bow can be fired quickly. Blah blah blah. Did you mention like the primary counter to bows, which is the breeze that reflects all the projectiles back at you, and only spawns in the trial chamber, which this whole article is about? No, you don't mention it once. That's like need to know information that is specific to the trial chamber. There's not a better article on Minecraft.net to put it in, and you don't put it in. How? Oh my god! And not to mention, you when you're mentioning all this gear, you just talk about, oh yeah, all there is to it is the leather, gold, iron, diamonds, and then there's the wood, golds, and forget about stone, iron, and diamonds, and then you have a bow, and that's basically it. Don't forget your axes, Bedrock players. That's especially important. There's this thing. Mr. Duncan, there's this thing called enchantments, and they're actually, fairly useful, and I think a few of them, such as, protection, or even projectile protection, because there's literally so many skeletons, they're so annoying, or, I don't know, feather falling, guy countering, the Grease's main attack of fall damage, or, the 50 million pits in the place. Like, come on, you don't even mention, half of the stuff that you should be going in. I mean, heck, your pictures even show enchantments! And not to mention, the one thing that every single player should be going in, I don't care if you're, have no armor or no sword whatsoever, a shield, it's even in your pictures and you don't mention it. How? How do you not mention a shield? Okay, I don't even want to go in a trial chamber without a shield. It's just too bad because you get pelted by skeletons, okay? For those that don't know, the trial chambers are organized into 3 sections. There's the melee players, which are, zombie-like. They're the small melee players, which are, mobs, sorry. Small melee mobs, which, baby zombies. And then there are the skeleton types, which are skeletons, strays, and bogs. And you are guaranteed to get that, okay? If any of them have a ranged spawner, you're going to get one of those skeleton types. And if you don't have a shield, you're going to be paying a whole lot of hearts for that. And you don't even mention it in the article. I need a breather, but yeah, I'm very confused. And yeah, I just need to make this video because I was reading I like to read these Minecraft.net articles. Okay, some of them are surely legitimately useful. They talk about I don't know, the change logs. Okay, these talk about the change logs. These were good. Okay, but then I just read this junk, and it's just bro, these you're trying to appeal to new players, and you're giving them the exact opposite of good advice. Not only opposite, you aren't not only just you missed a minor detail. No, you're missing out the main thing, a shield. That's the one thing you had to say in this article, and instead you're you can get leather and gold armor, and also the 4 overworld flavors, including stone, because who uses stone? We use gold swords, and then a bow. Honestly, probably the best ranged weapon would be a crossbow, which enchanted with either multi-shot or piercing, because there are so many mobs and they're so close together that those enchantments are actually able to be viable. Not to mention, you can use firework rockets and do even more damage. But forget the gimmicky stuff. At least tell them to use a shield. Why are you mentioning cakes down here, or potions, or my god, or milk buckets? I swear. Oh my goodness. Anyway, hope you liked this video. I sure didn't. But yeah, I just had to get this out of my head because I have just been what the heck were these guys thinking? And Duncan. Okay, please don't show them hate, by the way. This is partly satire, but seriously, what are you guys even writing? Do you play Minecraft at all, or do you just get hired to talk about it and not know what the heck you're talking about? I mean, come on, the wiki would tell you more. And honestly, I'm thinking of coming up with a whole video on that because it's not good for new players either. Oh, goodness. Anyway, that's it. Bye. like, subscribe or whatever. I don't know. I don't even care. Goodbye.